Good morning. So, it's, sorry about this great, oh my goodness. Anyways, I've just been spending some quiet time out here in the garden, and it's a nice cool breeze coming in. There, that's our girl chasing other Hummers out of here. Anyways, I thought I would give you a tour of the garden. Hi, Rosie. And I'll show you Rose. And I don't know if George is going to be here. He got a little scared. I was chasing a stray cat out of the yard because he was actually trying to get into the barrel that has Georgie's food in it. And my goodness, I'm not trying to feed all the cats, okay? Anyways, I'm going to turn the thing around and let's take a look at what's going on out here and talk about what's coming up. Okay. First of all, Rosie, what do you want, baby? What do you want? Rosie. She's super mad at me. I wish I had a cat treadmill she so desperately needs. She needs help. I don't know what's going on with her because, we only feed her a quarter a cup in the morning and a quarter a cup in the afternoon. That's only a half a cup a day. And I actually brought in the indoor cat weight management food, and I mixed it in with her regular food, and it's the same brand, it's the same flavor, and she, full stop, went on a hunger strike. So I got another bag of regular and mixed that in, and she still was not happy. So I don't know what to tell her. I don't know how she gets so big. I wonder if there might be underlying issues going on. Anyways, Bella and I were doing the math, and we think that she is, let's see here, what did we come to? We think we got her in 2017, and we think that she is, so that makes her like almost 10. That makes her, she was born in June, so that makes her eight years old. Anyways. All right, Rose. You want to talk? You want to say hi to Grandma? She's not having it. She don't give a crap what I have to say. She is not having it. All right. So let's take a look here. I've got no cabbages coming up yet. None of the broccoli is coming up yet. If you're wondering what this is, it is it's Biotone. I was gonna actually mix some compost and Biotone in the dirt, but life happens, okay, and sometimes you have to make do, and so that's what you're looking at there. I think we may have one right there. Oh, yes, we do. That is definitely, pretty sure what that is. Anyways, this is Brussels sprouts, and it's called Groninger. It's a green Brussels sprout. There's the beautiful and very, very, very handsome OC. The daddy to little Georgie. He doesn't like that frog being in his way, but that frog, I can't get it to work unless it's sitting exactly one way. So anyways, there he is. All right, back to the Brussels sprouts. I believe well, doggone, I believe we have several seeds in there. And then also this one. I'm not really sure why these guys are not popping. Oops, sorry. I mean, we'll see. We'll see what's going on. This is actually, I don't know what it's called. One of my neighbors told me what it's called. Sorrel? I don't know, but it's a type of clover. Anyways. Look at how. That was pretty far up off the ground. Anyways, yeah. So far, the only ones blooming besides weeds are one of the green Brussels. Okay, but that's good. That's good. That means that we're probably going to have staggered harvests. We're going to harvest many times. Anyways, there are pomegranates left on the tree. They were late starters, but they really picked it up in terms of growth. I've already taken pretty much everything else off and made pomegranate juice. So that was fun. And I'll continue to do that. But I'm going to, get a secondary filter because you don't want all that sediment in there. You just want to be able to pop that juice jar open and drink it down. So when I make my jalapeno alligator jelly, I'm going to actually buy a big jar of the POM because I need 4 cups of it. So anyways, look, these black Hungarians freaking pushed new blossoms, and I am just about ready to harvest again. Which one is this? The Northern King? Is it the King of the North? The King of the North is a big green pepper, and I see some leaves that need to come out. Anyways, it's a big green pepper, and it looks like we're going to have a secondary harvest. Very good. I don't know what this is going to do. I'm okay if it just kind of relaxes. Because honestly, I might actually pull this one out. Let's see. Golden Cow. Oh, no, never mind. These two are oranges, and this is a yellow. That quite a lot looks like orange. So, anyways, whatever. But this one is pushing new blooms. This one needs another leaf rejuvenation, but it is pushing new blooms. See that? Now, these are what's called the early jalapenos. And, one thing I will say with the second flush is that the peppers seem to be considerably smaller. The same with the Hungarian blacks. Those peppers are considerably smaller than they were in the first harvest. So again, if you have never heard of Peppergate 2022, these two plants here are evidence of it. I don't know what the peppers are. I do know they have a wonderful flavor, but they also have a heat that is pretty Anyway, so those are actually, for the most part, smaller than normal, but we do have some normal sizes coming in. And isn't that interesting? I didn't get this last year, but these aren't the same plants. I pulled all the old ones out finally and started new. So, anyways, I do have some onions that are deciding to grow right now that did not grow before. I need to make a dedicated onion patch because they really don't have the space for the sun to do what they want to do. I truly hate this grass. That's what I've been working on all day. Look at dirty hands. I've been I'm harvesting, and when I harvest, I weed, and I basically pulled out the last of the cucumber plant. And excuse me, look at here. This Hale's Best Jumbo is actually getting bigger and bigger, so we may end up with a jumbo cantaloupe. Excellent. We got a lot of flowers going, but I don't know what's going to come of it, honestly, at this point. Oh, you know what I see? Besides all of this stupid grass, forage. And I love it for the bumblebees, but I can't have that right here. It'll take over. Anyway, so I still have yet to clean all of this stuff out, the beans. But look at these pretty black-eyed Susan vines. It's actually one plant. And it's just a happy little guy. And it just, it will fill this up and fill it in. Look at, when I put it up, it was no taller than maybe about right here, okay? Let me back you up. About right here, okay? And now it's right there, growing to the other side. And it's literally one plant. One plant has put out several shoots, and all throughout that, they'll put out several shoots. Like right here, it stopped the main gig, and then it threw that out, and it threw that out, right? And then it's going to do it again and again and again. And so eventually, this tunnel, I think, will end up being that. I got to figure out a way to maintain it, because I still like the idea of growing beans on here. And so maybe we say, okay, Brett, you can have this side, but this side's mine. I don't know. But I do like the idea of this also just taking over. And I do have a pretty big A-frame that I can grow beans on. And in fact, I could probably just start growing bush beans instead of pole beans. And like I got these dragon tongue beans that are bush beans. Rose, what are you doing? Rose! Get out of there. Oh my gosh, she's gonna go to the bathroom. Rose, get out of there. Good girl. Go use your box, yo. I clean up enough dookie out here. Yeah, that's another thing I've been cleaning up. Anyways, what was I saying? Rose, are you seriously peeing on the... Ooh, I'm telling Grandpa, what a brat. What a brat. Okay. I don't know what I was talking about. I have absolutely lost my train of thought. Anyways, so let's get out of here. Let's continue, okay? Obviously, I got a shit ton of work to do. I think I was talking about these guys right here. There's a whole bunch of blooms getting ready to pop out. It's gonna be full of fall color before I know it. Look at these volunteer beans going. I gotta get those out. Okay, so update on the zucchini. It's pushing out a couple new ones, but we'll see if anything happens with them. It already looks like this one's dying out. See the puckering right there? Oh, maybe not. It actually feels pretty firm. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I don't hold out much hope, but we'll see. Look at this little butternut. He looks like a little pumpkin. It's going to be part of the decoration out there, and that's fine. This is Agastache, and next year it is going to be glorious. Again, I got so much work to do. There's so much weeding to do. This is the cauliflower that will not die. I want to get rid of this because I didn't like how the cauliflower looked, and honestly, it looked like I would never eat it. You know when there's something you look at and you're like, oh yeah, no, I'm never going to try that. Well, that's what that looked like. So, guess I left a piece. I did a hard prune on this salvia, and I come to find out when I was pulling all the grass out of there, the drip had been kicked out somehow, and so the water was actually going out and around. It wasn't even watering the root ball. It was watering all the other crap, right? So took care of that. It will come back. It may not be this season, but it will come back. Look, we have potatoes coming back. So interesting. I still haven't put a drip around this. I think I've decided that I'm going to just pull this out and put a new one in. But look, there's a honeybee right here going for it. Aww. What's up, little dude? Well, not little dude, little mama. Nope. Okay. Anyways. Yeah, I don't know. I'm two things crossed my mind. Perhaps maybe I just prune it all the way down. It's pretty woody, so I can't go that far down. But if I do that, maybe I can save it. But then, honestly, I want to start over. I really do. So, I may just cut it back by half. Cut out the dead stuff and just leave it until I have a new rosemary to put in place. I mean, this thing was like 4 inches tall when I first planted it. Literally 4 inches tall. And if you let it go, it will just consume all the space. So I want to be more mindful of that and keep mine trimmed into a tidy hedge. I mean, a tidy, like sphere, tidy ball. Anyway, so that's what I'm going to do with that. That's what I'm going to do. It is going to go, but it may not go right now. There are blooms that the honeybees are getting something from. So I need to harvest raspberries today. Raspberries and tomatoes. I don't really have much more growing out here besides raspberries and tomatoes, honestly. I have a artichoke plant, but it's so young it didn't push anything this year, so next year I think it will take off. Anyway, so potatoes, I'm not sure what kind are growing, but there you go. Raspberries are doing great. I'm working on a system in my head for pulling these. I actually use these for pepper support, but pulling these supports out and putting a different style support for the raspberries. So we'll see. Brett and I were talking, and I might actually put these closer together over there, and then bring in some blackberries because he loves blackberries, and then put some blackberries in over here, and then we'd be good. Yeah. So this is my Prairie Fire heirloom tomato. The majority of my my plants that, my produce plants came from seeds from Baker Creek, rareseeds.com. While this thing is pushing new blooms, I'm actually cutting back vines as I harvest anything. I cut that vine all the way back, and I guess that new energy is pushing some new growth. So we'll see what happens there. See, look, we got some Romas to pick. I'm going to be really upset if this is slug bait. This one, I've been dreaming about this one. No, I haven't. That's not the one, but that's ready to go. Anyways, it's almost time to start making some sauce. Oh my goodness, these raspberries are definitely done. And there are vines in here, and they're trying to push something, but mostly they're just pushing powdery mildew. So I've been kind of cutting them, but there is one vine. Well, what is this coming from? There is one vine in particular that actually has a melon on it. I don't see it. Anyways, let me go around. So I'm just basically walking through the garlic patch right now. I have garlic coming. It should be here in another couple of weeks. This Roma is just, my goodness, that's a lot of new growth. Okay. Oh. Hey, what's up, beautiful? Please tell me you don't have. Good. Okay. This is the, this smells so good. This plant smells so flippin' good. This is the, Purple Rain. Rain as in a queen. Oh, they keep splitting right now. I don't know why. Shoot. Anyways, it is, it's a nice meaty beefsteak heirloom tomato. And it will need better support next year, I realize. So, yeah. There's a lot of stuff going on here. We got some tomatoes on that one, a couple on that one, more raspberries. This is a watermelon plant that has been begging to grow a watermelon, but has not been able to produce one yet. I mean, it did produce one squat little baseball size watermelon. I think this one's about done. I need to look up and see, is it a fall cutback or is it early spring cutback? Oh, that's a new one, right? That feels like fresh growth right there. Anyways, and then there's that one. That was the little one. That little one that was like an extra. So, this right here is the Peron tomato. I see a couple over there. I definitely want to pick several. This thing is struggling. It's struggling for sure, and it might very well be that I need to pay more attention to the what do you call it? A fertilizing schedule. Yeah, I think that might help. Anyway, my pile of debris. This little thing came off a vine, but I had already cut the vine before I knew that was on it. I don't know what I was supposed to be watering here, but obviously this plant is thriving from all this moisture. Oh, crud. Okay. We're going to retool this whole area right here and kind of really define it as a flower bed. We're going to have flowers all throughout, but right here is going to be a very nice place to rest your eyes. I wish we owned the house because I could really get into this. But we don't, so, I'm going to do what I can. I have a ton of seeds. Listen. Seeds are the way to go if you're like me and you're on a fixed income and you can't afford to go out there and buy all these plants. Yes, I did buy that Catalpa, but it took me a long time to pull the trigger on that, simply because I don't always have an extra $40, But most of what you see in this backyard is grown from seed. Let me see. I'm looking around to see. Besides the Catalpa. Oh, I forgot to show you my, speaking of things grown from seed. Let me show you the Green Globe artichoke. So, once I cut these tomatoes back, that thing will be the star of the show back here. I'm going to remove that cage from the old artichoke, clear that area out, and yeah. So anyways, so everything, I'm looking to see if there's anything that I did not grow from seed. Oh, the rosemary I didn't, but its replacement I will. I have rosemary seeds. I didn't grow these 3 things from seed, but they were gifted to me. I didn't grow that from seed either. Any succulent you see, I did not grow from seed, obviously. I did not, I promise. The blueberries also were not grown from seed. Those came in. These, I can't remember where I got these from. But the Southern Jubilee ones I got from Gurney's. And then all of these peppers I grew from seed. That Cosmo came from seed, although it was a volunteer. That right down there is a, I want to say that's a Panorama Red bee balm. It is going to put on one hell of a show next year. I mean, I'm telling you. And then the bee balm that is right there is more of a pastel color. So Panorama Red, and I forget this. I forget what the mix is called. Starts with an S. Anyways, so yeah, the pineapples I did not grow from seed, but I ripped the head off a pineapple and planted it. I also got another one going right here because I thought I killed the other one. So hopefully that one, turns around, which that's what they end up looking like for a minute, And so look at this. Let me show you. Would you look at what is a volunteer right here? Right there. A tomato plant. I have no idea what kind. I don't recall ever having a tomato plant planted over here, but that doesn't mean I didn't. Just means I don't remember it. And so I actually, once I pulled out the cucumber, I kind of really swung that water over and got at least one 5-gallon per hour emitter at the base of that plant. So, I don't know. What a trip, right? So, not purposefully, but from seed. All of these things back here were from seed. This was a plant. This was a gift to me, so that was obviously not from seed. Brett brought that home for Mother's Day one year for me. Back when I still wouldn't come out into the backyard. He was trying to entice me to come out in the backyard because he knew I loved gardening, but I was still grieving over the yard that I lost at the old house. That yard was everything to me. It was every bit 2 times, if not 3 times, the size of this yard. Oh yeah, it was glorious. I loved it. But back to the point. We're talking about seeds. Everything here. Now, I did order bare roots of the strawberries, and they're actually doing pretty good. I got a harvest today. Like I said, I'm harvesting today, so everything in here I grew from seed, but I overshot the pot because these are stock and I can't get them any sun because this columbine, which is one plant, is taking over the universe, you know? So I'm going to have to do something with this. All of that is from seed. That is something that a dear friend of mine put together. We were roommates once, and she holds a special place in my heart, Isolde. And so I care for that. Again, succulents I purchased, and that is going to... That all came from seed. Well, no, wait. I take that back. When I first moved in here, I picked up a couple of 3-inch or whatever pots of thyme, oregano, and I want to say chives. What else was it? Oh, and a lavender. The lavender died off. But I have lavender seeds, so I'm gonna grow some more, but I'm not gonna put it in with anything else. Anyways, so that is essentially where I'm at with things right now. Whoa. I gotta cut these back. But this is the same columbine. I have not seen any, but it's taken over the, it's taken over the violas, yo. I don't want them to do that. I want them to let the violas be. Anyways. But it's a wonder. My point is, it's a wonder what you can do with seeds. What you can bring to your garden. And sometimes you just have to be patient. You know, these Agastache look like hell right now. They really do. But next year, when they come back, they will have had an entire season to push all of their energy into root growth. And they're gonna just boom. These things just have not stopped, and I haven't watered them in a long time. They have not stopped blooming. They really haven't. I don't know. Something's going on, though. What's going on? Maybe I need to do a little maintenance on those too. Yeah, I think so. And give them a good water. Oh, I got an upset stomach right now. Okay, look at this. Look at that. And this has the most glorious smell. It is redonkulous. It's basil. It's either a lemon or a lime. I can't remember which one. All right, I'm going to sit down because I don't feel very good right now. Oh. Whew. Okay. Well, I am going to go ahead and head in the house, drink some water, and maybe eat a little something, huh? So, just so you know, once I get the garden patch cleaned out and then kind of reworked water-wise, I'm going to focus on planting some more seeds. I've got, let me look real quick. I already did those. Oh, there we go. Okay. I was thinking about growing beets. I got this juicer now, and I thought, why not put a little carrot beet juice in my smoothies? Why not? It's supposed to be really good for you. My mom's side of the family is mortified that I don't like beets. Mortified that I'm not into pickled beets. It's sacrilegious. But I don't like beets. The last time my Auntie Opal came out to California from Illinois before she passed, she's like, you know, I got a hankering for some pickled beets. Where can I find some of those? I said, I have no idea. And that's when she found out that I was not into beets, and I found out that I'm definitely the black sheep of the family. My mom loves beets. You know, it's a Midwestern, semi-Southern thing. I'm sure the Southerners like them too, but I know, you know, Illinois could be, you know, Northern or Southern, right? I think they're Northern. I don't know. Don't make me think about geography right now. I got too much on my brain. Anyways, all that to say, I'm gonna grow some beets if I have some room. Let's see what else I'm gonna grow. I have some spinach. So let me show you. Oh, look. You're gonna laugh when I tell you this, but Mom, do you remember all those seeds you gave me back when I lived at the old house? I've used some of them. I have. And the majority of them are still good. And some of them I haven't opened yet. But spinach and beets are two of them that I haven't opened yet. So we're gonna go ahead and put those in, and if they pop, they pop. If they don't, great. But what I am planting first and foremost is some kale. I've got some dwarf Siberian kale, and it looks yummy. So that is gonna be good. Bok choy. If you grow it, you know, it's really good in a lot of things. Soups and stir fries, and, you know, it's just really good. Really, really good. I've got this mix. It's for Brett, because he's the salad eater. That's his thing. You know, not just salad. He has chicken in it, but anyways. So that was a free gift from, I believe, yep, Botanical Interest for an order that I placed a while back. I'm going to be replanting this stuff. We really like it. Slow bolt cilantro. So, you know, we're in California and we're in like a 10A, unless we've changed again to a 10B, but seems like almost every other year we're moving up. I remember when we were an 8. So I've also got this. It's called Henderson's Black Seeded Simpson. Looks good. I like the curly stuff for like sandwiches and stuff. And Brett just likes any different kind of, lettuce that adds some depth and texture and different flavors. I don't have any romaine, but I do have, it's a free seed again, like at Baker Creek. Once you get to a certain amount, you receive a free gift, and if within that same order you've hit that amount again, you'll get another free gift. So they really appreciate you, and I really love ordering from them. So anyways, what I have is what's called Yedikule. Yedikule. Cool. Yediku. Anyways, it looks very much like a romaine, but it looks a little looser than a romaine head. I don't know. Anyways, we like a romaine on our chicken sandwiches. Okay, so last but not least, I'm going to be pulling my carrots in the next, I don't know, maybe a week or two. And I'm going to be planting Black Nebula. And I don't know if you know this, but when you cook a Black Nebula, they end up turning orange. They don't retain their color, which is very interesting. But I wonder what happens when you juice them. That is what I'm going to find out. This carrot is a carrot that was a gift from Greenstock Garden when I bought one of the Greenstocks from them. Actually, I think it was the one. Anyways, it doesn't matter which purchase it was. They're Danvers carrots, and I don't know anything about them other than how to plant them, because they're carrots. You plant carrots all the same. So we're gonna go with those. Now I grew the Kuroda, I think that's what it's called, last year. That's what I'm gonna be harvesting. But we're gonna grow Orange Blaze. Now, doesn't it look like a yummy carrot to can for soups and stews and various other things? So that's what else has to go into the garden. And so I've got a lot to do in addition to, everything else. I mean, who doesn't, right? So I hope you enjoyed this tour and the update on the fall garden. I hope you're really having a good day. I know I'm going to enjoy this weather. And I got to get back to harvesting. So, all right. Love you, Mom. All right. Bye.